Hello, hello. It's a few minutes early, but I figured I wasn't going to sit here in the garden waiting. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad this week is over. Glad to have it behind us, that's for sure. Yes, Mejias, it has been a scorcher for sure. It's been a hectic, scorcher, long, rough week of everything that can go wrong went wrong. Um, I have a mom who has Alzheimer's, and she lives in a nursing home in North Carolina. And they had her care team had recommended against her moving again because I had moved her to North Carolina, and they recommended against moving her to South Dakota because it would be extremely confusing for her to get used to another place. So we've been dealing with that all week. She's had some falls, and but thankfully she's okay. Thankfully she's okay. It's just sad that the dementia is progressing. Um, hey Josh, welcome, welcome. Hi Mejias, hi Blands. Glad to have you here. And I also see Donna Alfred is here and DB Acres. Dawn from DB Acres, welcome, welcome. Just did a shout out video to DB Acres. Dawn has some really amazing stuff. So that's awesome. I'm sorry I got distracted by a comment. My friend April is here. April was the woman who was here that week, and we did a live together before. Thank you, April. Appreciate you. So just been dealing with that, and then I think, hey Daz, welcome. Glad you're here. And Blands and My Aussie Garden and Kitchen are doing moderating. So thank you. Give them a hand. As most of you know, we woke up to no water this morning, so that was interesting. We were kind of freaking out because we didn't know what to do for the animals. Thankfully, they had water left over from last night to get us through. But what we ended up doing, we share a well with our neighbor. I've talked about my neighbor before. He's amazing, and so our neighbor, he didn't have water either. And so the well is on his property. We share it with him. And so he's an elderly gentleman who's wonderful. And so Ryan ended up going down to look at it. He had to run to work real quick. And then when he came back, he took a look at it and he replaced the pump box and the pressure. Wait a minute. The pump box and the pressure switch. Yeah. And we have water. So yay. So we were really thrilled about that. Hey, Nancy from Our Treasured Home. Glad to have you here. Coming live from the garden. No Blands. We do not collect rainwater, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't rain a lot here. We had a rainier year this year compared to last year. However, we usually are dry and dusty. So collecting rainwater, what ends up happening is the water in the collection part ends up being, like molded, yucky by the time we get another rain. So we haven't been doing a lot of rainwater collecting. But the one good thing is we do have as a backup, and we do have a backup, is going to town, and we have an IBC tote, and we have access to, for the land that doesn't have water here, if they don't have a well or something, what ends up happening is you go to town and you pay 25 cents for so many 100 gallons or whatever, and you end up getting town water. So it ends up being chlorinated, but at least it's water. And that's usually what we use to water the garden because we don't want to put strain on the well. So that's, really important for us. Hey, Alicia, glad to have you here. And yeah, Josh said it basically rains in the spring and fall here. Have to treat any water stored over summer. Yeah, we end up having dry, dusty conditions. So we just end up, going with the flow and doing all that stuff. We're lucky to have a well. I know that the previous owners of this house had like 4 people. They had children. And hey, Don, welcome. DB Acres is here. And they had a lot of animals too. So, I mean, I think with just the two of us, we're doing pretty good. But yeah, Mejias, you guys are lucky if it rains at all there. Yeah, for sure. It's like, if it doesn't rain enough, there's no point in collecting the water, Hey, Lisa Colovi is here. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so we are just hanging out in the garden tonight. It's been a long week, like I said. We woke up to that water issue. Thankfully, that's all, taken care of. We didn't want to wait until the weekend and have it, deal with that all weekend because we do have pig fencing to put up. But yeah, Alicia, it is peaceful. I've got my laundry in the background and my chickens roaming around, potatoes in the background. But yeah, that's where the farm's out that way. But so we're just sitting here enjoying the cool breeze and it's really nice. Oh, Donna, fix that grandson a hot dog. He needs one. So, but yeah, so it's been a warm week here. Thankfully, Rapid City has been a lot hotter than we have, so that's good. That's why I live here. I'll complain about commuting, but you know what? I'll totally take it because I don't want to live where it's 100 degrees all the time. We get a nice reprieve at night. We get a nice cool breeze, and we're really loving it. But yeah, it's got to be dry in Arizona for sure. Northeast Arizona. Very cool. And yeah, it is the best life ever. We love it. We're trying to build things, and our last large piece of infrastructure excuse me, our last large piece of infrastructure, I can't even talk tonight, is the pig fencing, because we need to be able to get Sherman and Eleanor and Fiona down there. Excuse me. Dawn, I commute about 50 minutes to work one way. Ryan works locally. He's only a few miles up the road. We just chose to live in this town because we really love that it is just peaceful. It's beautiful. It's a tourist town, but when we're home on the weekend, we're not going out in the tourist stuff, so we can deal with it. The commute's a little longer for me during tourist season. Usually on my way home, it takes a little longer, especially when we have the Sturgis rally in town. Last year was our first year here, and the rally was not canceled because of COVID, because it was a big anniversary one, and there were a lot of people here. Well, now I'm finding that there is a ton more of people here this year, but we really love where we are. It's just beautiful. Same for you, your husband. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, and so yeah, I have to travel, and so until we decide to retire earlier, which is what we're talking about and trying to figure out. Ryan's about 6 years younger than I am, and we want to make sure that when we retire, we've got enough funds to do it. So right now what we're doing is in the process of, we don't have a lot of debt at all. We've always been really thrifty when it comes to things. So what we're focusing on now is just paying everything down, and want to make sure that we own the house outright. So that way, if we sell it, we'll get more land. We've been looking for more land. But that's just a brutal search, especially during tourist season, because the prices are like anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 per acre. So, we look at stuff that's a lot larger than our plot, and it ends up being really crazy. Let's see here. Oh, okay, Mejias, you guys, same for you in the hub too. Yep. And Donnie's over it, but he has a good job. Yeah, same with me. I have a good job. I have a county job. So it is really good. I get paid very well. I like my job. But I'm just ready to be home with my pigs. I want to be a stay-at-home pig mom. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. Really would like to put a farm store on the property and be able to sell stuff out of there. But yeah, just trying to think about ways that we can make money off the homestead. But it's kind of challenging if you can't get Yeah, goals for sure, for sure. And yeah. But here's the thing. So you go to try to make some money, right? And you want to sell farm fresh meat. You have to bring it to a butcher and you have to have it slaughtered by a farm that has an FDA, not a farm, excuse me, a processor that has an FDA inspector, right? Before you sell it. Well, the problem is, as you know, we've been talking about, we can't get a processor. So we're going to end up slaughtering it ourselves. Well, then I'm technically can't sell it. Same thing with the eggs. You have to get an egg license here. You want to go to the farmer's market, you have to get an egg license, and you have to have a company, an LLC, and then you have to pay sales tax. So I'm trying to think of ways that we can be smart about it and do all that stuff, and still support our homestead. Obviously, we do sell eggs, and we make sure we're within the limits of what's right so that we're doing it. But it's challenging because you want to go to a farmer's market and sell stuff, but you have to have something going on. So trying to figure things out. Yeah, definitely, Alicia, bartering. We're trying to work on that too. Also thinking of ways to be creative, if you will. It's a tourist area, so you can imagine there's probably some ways that we can finagle the tourist industry and be able to sell some eggs. Oh, congrats, Josh. That's really cool. I saw that you were saying your wife just gave notice and she's switching to part-time. That's really cool. Yeah, when you're a nurse, you have a lot of options, which is really cool. Yeah, Alicia, it's a way to skirt the red tape. Exactly, because it's just crazy. But I want to go back to a couple comments. Bland's was like, hashtag goals. Exactly. I'm sorry, the pollen is in the air tonight. I'm going to try and move this a little here. I'm sitting back. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to support yourself. It's hard to do all that stuff. So we're trying to figure out things that we can do, trying to figure out ways that we can get around it or do the right thing because, we are selling it from our own flock and there is some limitations on that. But there's also some exceptions, which are pretty helpful. But yeah, other than that, it's been a really long week, just really busy with work. I think I'm ready to retire today. Yeah, Dawn, it's like the government is trying to discourage small farms and self-sufficiency. No kidding. No kidding. And I wanted to go back because I saw somebody's working at Tractor Supply. Oh, Mahia is really cool. That's awesome. Good for you working at Tractor Supply. I think this works better because I think it's too dark down there. I think Dawn asked earlier about, how far do we go? So we have everything we need in town. The only thing we don't have in town, we do have a feed store. They tend to be a little more pricier, but they're local. And we bought our fence gate there and stuff like that. And we do like that. But it depends on what we're doing. If we're going to Rapid City, it's 50 minutes. That's where malls are and stuff. But quite honestly, I don't even go to them. But I think the biggest trips we make on a frequent basis are a Sam's Club. And I go to the one in Rapid City just because I tend to be in work in Rapid City. So Ryan will order it online and then we'll end up setting a pickup time and I just go after work. So that makes life really easy. And then the other place that we often go to is D&M Feed Supply in Rapid City. We get our feed from them. We tend to get a really good price. I like them because they're local. And then we also go to Tractor Supply, Fleet Farm out that way. And then in the opposite direction, a little less time, in Hot Springs, we have, excuse me, we have Baumgars, which is like another Tractor Supply. So we're pretty lucky. I think we have everything here we need in town, which is good for the most part, just the feed stores. But if we needed a quick something or other, we can get it at our local feed store here in town. So that's pretty cool. What have you guys been up to? How's your week been? What's been going on? I'm just glad it's Friday. I'm glad to be sitting in my garden with you guys because I've I've had enough of the week. Looking forward to having a good weekend working on the pig fencing. Supposed to be 90 degrees tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be considerably cooler on Sunday. So that's a good thing. So we plan on doing that, and then also trying to maybe get the ducks moved, because we have the meat birds in with the ducks right now, and we have the ducks and the turkeys in the coop, and then we have the ducks outside in the run, because as you know, they won't go in. But you guys want to see the meat birds, how big they've gotten? They're huge. I swear, the Cornish cross, all they do is eat and poop, obviously. But yeah, they're getting so big. Oh, I missed a couple folks here. Let's see. Hey, LG Homestead, glad to have you here. DB Acres, Dawn, her daughter, Lily, wants to know how many ducks we have now. We have 2 of the khaki Campbell. We had 3 khaki Campbell, and then we had 2 mallards. Unfortunately, 3 of them were killed by a predator, so we only have 2. Something must be in the air tonight. Donna Alfred says, "What's a mall?" LOL. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go to them. I've learned I don't need them. Discounted Tractor Supply. Oh, Josh, your father-in-law owns a little farm supply store. That's awesome. Very cool. Keeping the ducks from mating the chicken. Yeah, not a problem. Josh, keep the drakes away from the hens. I don't think the ducks will mate with the chickens, will they? Oh my gosh. Lori, we're glad to have you here. LG Homestead is awesome. Dawn, you're kidding me. They try to mate with the chickens? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is so crazy. Well, come on, I'll show you. I'll take you for a walk. Hold on. I got a chicken here. But we'll take a walk together. I got to close the garden, though. So bear with me. Those of you who attend my lives know that we walk around with the laptop. Oh, I can't get the gate closed. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to keep chickens out. All right. There's all the girls. Let's see. I got them now. There's all the girls. Let's take a walk. We'll take a walk on over to the meat bird coop. And we'll see Shermie. There's the ducks. There they are. So we're going to get them moved. And then there's Sherman, the star of the show. And here's Maggie and Winston. They love that mud hole. And I don't know if you can see it in the back. Let's see. No, let's see if I can get it. They are tearing up that pasture. They love it. And Maggie's come over. Look, thanks for bearing with me. I'm trying to get this. She just got mud all over me and the computer. So gross. So gross. I got mud all over me. And then we got chickens walking around. And then here's the meat birds. See if I can get you in there. To wipe the mud off my computer now. But I know Country Mama's going to like this. The turkeys are the darker brown ones. And then the others are the Cornish cross. And you can see the Cornish cross. They love to sit there and eat because they are so fat. And then there's a few that are smaller. So let's see. Look at those babies. Oink, oink. I Everybody likes when I walk around with my laptop, apparently, because that seems to be a big hit. Gobble, gobble. Oh, look at this one. Here's one of the teenagers. Hello. Can you say hello? And then last, we've got, see if I can get it without dropping the computer. And yes, their pool is muddy because I have to change it out, but they constantly get it all mucked up. There's Eleanor and Fiona having a siesta after they ate their supper. Yeah, they have grown. They have grown. So let's see here. We love Sherman. I love Sherman too. He reminds me of Heat Miser on The Year Without a Santa Claus. I posted that on Instagram and Facebook today because I have a picture of him on my computer at work when he was a piglet. And I was looking at him and I said, oh my gosh, he looks just like Heat Miser. Let's see here. Yeah, and Maggie and Winston have gotten really big, huh? I tell you, I think they're about, I'm just closing my garden gate because my chickens want to get in here so bad. But yeah, they've gotten really big. And Eleanor and Fiona have grown too. And the Cornish cross, whew, big and fat. We went to put them out in the coop. And the funniest thing was that we put them, we're used to putting them in plastic totes and we take them down. And we're used to taking one tote and putting all the chickens in it. So the funniest thing was we had 3 totes and the totes were so heavy because these chicks were so fat. I couldn't believe it. Lisa Colovi said, now Christina is singing the Heat Miser song. Yeah, I do that all the time. Josh said, no crossbreeding duck equipment is not compatible with chickens and can cause a lot of damage. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Hey, Gary Stewart, glad to have you here. We're happy to have you in here for our chat. We just did a tour of the animals and we were talking about, we were watching, looking at the animals and saying how big they got and everything. Oh, Dawn, that's so sweet. The whole family's watching us on TV. Oh my gosh, now I'm nervous because I'm sitting here covered in mud from Maggie. She came over and when I was holding the computer, she shook and it's just like having a dog. So I end up having mud all over me. But how's everybody's week been going? I want to hear about how you guys are doing. You've heard about mine, and I feel like I've been nothing but a complainer this week. I want to hear how everybody's doing. We've just been busy. I think that once we finish the pig fencing, the cool part is nothing is really huge after that. It's all smaller stuff. Don DB Akers is going to video Bumblebee trying to mate chicken tomorrow. It's crazy. We generally keep them away from him away from them. Oh my gosh, I got to see that. God, the mosquitoes are crazy this year. It's been hot. June's been very busy here on the farm. Yeah, you've been really busy, Alicia, between the garden and the turkeys. Looking forward to seeing your turkeys. Yeah. Good, Donna. I'm glad your week keeps getting better and better. That's awesome. That's awesome. And yes, Bumblebee is a duck. And yes, Gary, we're glad to have you here. This is the most awesome place to be. Everybody is so friendly. This community on YouTube has really been amazing. Blanche, your week sucked. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's okay. You graduated a leadership class I've been taking the last 4 months. Truck broke down, but still broken. Oh, that's the worst. I totally feel you on the truck breaking down. Ryan's truck, when we first moved here, we started having an issue with Ryan's truck last year. And it's a newer truck, so it was really frustrating. So what we ended up doing was we found a local guy and we dropped it off there. And he was like, yeah, we're going to take a look at it, blah, blah, blah. 8 months later, we got it back. So totally get it. Totally get it. We were so thrilled to finally have it back. Oh, and now that we sold my car, we have the truck, so it just works out a lot easier. Oh, cool, Nancy. Talking about goals, working on learning ham radio and Morse code. My dad used to do that. He was really, really good at that. I don't know anything about it at all. And Bland said the garden is growing, so that's my happy place. And Eric is teaching a Bible study for the next month, so that's fun. That's really cool. I'm really glad. I'm really glad about that. Yeah, I just want to thank all of y'all for being here. Really enjoy spending our Friday nights with everybody and just talking about some stuff and, connecting and everything. This homesteading community on YouTube has been absolutely amazing. We really, really love it. So, but yeah, so what are some other ways, money producing thing for your homestead? I'm just kind of curious because, we definitely want to add some revenue earning streams to our homestead. So that way we can move forward and everything. Like I said, we really want to put like a little farm store. We want to take feed bags, sew them and turn them into shopping bags and sell eggs and all that stuff. And we just want to start small. So we're just trying to figure it out. But I would love to retire tomorrow and start that. But I guess it'll be something that we'll start while we're working. And I know a lot of you guys are working, whether you're working at somewhere or you're working at home and homeschooling kids. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to do, Yeah, the community is great. Country mom, I'm crafty. I make a little, not enough to sustain us, but it brings in enough to buy feed. Exactly. And that's really all I'm looking for. I'm not looking to be rich. How about that? I'm just looking to add some revenue because I figure it'll support my feed. I am, all that stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. So aprons from the feed bags. That's a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you, Alicia. Dawn said we were told that fancy restaurants like to buy duck eggs and they pay pretty well. So there's some food for thought. Levi's thinking about it with his ducks. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I looked at being able to sell farm fresh eggs to a restaurant for like their specials. Like, oh, we're gonna have farm fresh eggs and stuff like that. So we thought about doing that, but we do need the dealer license at that point, so I can do that. But I think that's really, really good. Yeah, sell those duck eggs. Awesome. Eric said renewable sources, firewood, selling firewood, farmers market, Etsy store. That's really cool too. Thanks. Yeah. We haven't sold firewood, and I think the only issue, and I'm just going to move here, sorry. Selling firewood is kind of hard here. I'm not opposed to it. It's just kind of challenging because the Forest Service, you can buy a cord of wood for $5. So you end up getting a ticket for $5 and you cut the wood off U.S. Forest Service land. And then you're able to put the sticker on it. And then it's if you get pulled over. And then you take it home. And we used to heat with wood and we stopped because all you can get is pine. Pine doesn't. We had a couple chimney issues and I was really worried. I don't want to burn pine. So we went to the pellet stove because the pellets are hardwood and we felt that was safer, especially not being home all day. And it made life a lot easier. But let's see. I saw somebody else. I want to. Oh, you don't need to hear double of me. I was looking at comments on my phone. Last sale of beeswax wraps paid for 4 bags of feed today. That's awesome, Alicia. Good for you. Bland said sell the duck eggs. DB Acres, I want to learn how to sew. Oh my gosh, I know how to sew since I'm a kid, and I'm really glad that I know how to do it. But I certainly could teach you if we would be able to get on a FaceTime or something. Elf Family Gardening, welcome. Glad to have you here. Pretty exciting. You too, Lori, you don't know how to sew? I bought a sewing machine. I know how to sew by hand, But I bought a sewing machine, and it's kind of challenging because the newer ones are a lot different than what I knew. But when I was making masks last year, so it was pretty cool. We were donating them, so that made me get really back into the swing of sewing. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see. Cutting hay, selling rabbit manure. It's cold manure, or sell regular manure with the trailer full. That's a good idea. You know, we've kind of held off on rabbits, but I'm wondering if we need to start, because I know everybody's talking about the rabbit manure and also rabbits as a source of meat. Oh, Alicia, you have a pellet stove too? Wow, that's really cool. We really love our pellet stove. We buy, you know, pallets of pellets, and it just makes life so much easier, and it works so much better than the pine, burning the pine. Worm farm, worm compost tea and worm castings. Ooh, fascinating. I'll have to look into that stuff. I like that idea. Elf family garden, I can sew and knit. Yep, I can sew, I can crochet. Not so good at the knitting, but crocheting I can do. I think I'm like Alicia at that respect, because I can definitely crochet. LG, nope, don't know how to sew at all. I can't cook either, LOL. Hey, you know what, Lori? I can cook to survive, but I don't ever want to cook ever again. So I let Ryan do that, you know? Daz, you have a worm farm? That's really cool. And yeah, you guys, hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate you guys being here. It's like 12 people in here. That's really exciting. Elf can cook, though. That's awesome. Nancy, my biggest hesitation about sewing is getting the correct size and cutting the fabric. Yeah, so I know when I started sewing when I was younger, I didn't wash and dry the fabric like they told you to. You need to do that because it shrinks. So that's my tip for y'all tonight. Ooh, Lori can warm up Spam. You go, girl. Love it. I love it. Worms are a great prospect and often overlooked. Do tell, Alicia. I want to hear more. I think that's exciting. Daz said the way thongs are going, heating up Spam will be a necessary skill. That's really cool. You guys are hilarious. I love spending my Fridays with you guys. You guys have cheered me up so much. You have no idea. Things, not thongs. I love Spam grilled cheese. Good for you. Good for you. Elf Family Gardening has a couple of videos on cornbread and stuffed peppers. Nice. Things, thongs, you know, the same thing. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much for making my week. You guys really put a smile on my face. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. It's awesome. And again, I want to thank the moderators. We got Bland's Promise Ranch and Daz at My Aussie Garden and Kitchen. Everything's awesome. How are thongs down under? Thong to thong, thong, thong. You gotta get this thing. What is it? What was his name who sang that song? A layered worm farm. Have a video in the process, of course. Awesome. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Your daughter loves to bake, Dawn. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I've baked. I mean, I can, don't get me wrong, I can bake and I can cook. I just, I'd much rather drink coffee and play with my animals. Thongs here are flip-flops. We don't say thongs as bikini bottoms. Yep. We use flip-flops here, but I think some people do say thongs here as well. Lisa Colovi said, who needs Saturday Night Live when we have Friday Night Live? Friday Night Live with Yogi Hollow Farm. I'm getting really dorky now, aren't I? That's all right, Daz. We love you anyway. Don't you worry about it. I'm like a typo queen. Nancy said I did, however, teach myself how to crochet. Yeah, I taught myself how to crochet. In fact, Lisa Colovi's on here. I was trying to crochet for years, and every time I tried to make something, it didn't it just wouldn't come out right. It would go like this, it would be wide, and then it would go like this. And it was terrible. So the first time I crocheted something was actually for Lisa Colovi's daughter. So that was really cool. So I had crocheted a scarf for her daughter when she was little. Hey, Evans Family Farm, welcome, welcome. And that's right, April, I taught you how to crochet. There's a bunch of people I taught. Let's see. How far am I from Custer? You're looking at it. That answers your question, Dawn. But yeah, April has learned how to crochet too. She's crocheted blankets, crocheted stuff for her friends' little daughters that had twins. And I crocheted a ton of stuff for my granddaughter before she was born, which was so much fun. I crocheted little booties, crochet washcloths like Alicia at Country Mama Musings. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to do fun stuff like that. I like to do, I'm a weirdo, and I get this from my mom, and I like to just do silly little things. So like something comes up and I'm just like, I want to do this, and then I do it. So Lisa Clovey said, yes, it was, and she still has it. Christina crochets as well. Oh, that's so cool. Her daughter is 21 now, so she's had that scarf for a long time. How cool. Lisa Clovey doesn't have a channel. April doesn't have a channel either, Daz, if that helps. I don't know about Donna. I don't think she does, but I'll let her respond. Donna loves to crochet, making one now for your great grandbaby. Oh, exciting. I know you're so excited. You're going to be a great grandma. Yay. Oh, wow, DB. That's where your mother-in-law lived. How cool. Yeah. We're right in the thick of it. We love it. Absolutely love it. Just crazy in the summertime. Crazy in the summertime. Yeah, April and I took a painting class. That was so fun. We use that as a great way to take care of ourselves because we were both working really hard. And when we were working together, we ended up doing a painting class at a local college that had continuing ed. And so what we would do is we would leave work and make sure we actually got out on time, and we would go paint, and we learned so much stuff. It was so much fun. Very, very cool. Country Mama Alicia, she says, I am the same way. Random crafts. I'm going to go back and check out the comments. Oh, those are the blankets I keep for my kids. Oh, yeah. I have a blanket that my godmother's daughter made for my son when he was a baby. I got it at my shower, and I still have it, and I have it put away. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, Gary Stewart, thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. Glad to have you. I just want to go back through. Yeah, Alicia's into painting rocks. That was the coolest rock ever. I definitely want to do that myself. And Donna's been praying for a great grandchild, and now she's getting one. So exciting. And yeah, it is gorgeous here. We love it. We really, really love it. Just want to make sure I go through everything. Daz will be right back. He said his wife needs help, so he'll be back. Lori, you're on Instagram, sort of. What do you mean by sort of? You're kind of not sure? Wait until I see the next rock. I can't wait, Alicia. I was watching your live earlier, and I got interrupted, but I got to go back to it because I didn't get to hear the end of the shark story. It was at the very beginning. I hate that I can't watch some of your lives because I'm at work, but I try to catch all the replays when I can. I could listen to Alicia's voice all day long. Love it. Piggy rocks, Alicia. That would be so cool. Lori said I try to keep up on Instagram, but just started a few weeks ago. Type in your what's your Instagram channel name or what? I'm drawing a blank. I got chickens walking around here. No piggy rocks, but maybe. Ooh, current rock is a mandala. That's really cool. Love it. L family, you're not Instagram. Not on Instagram. I get it. Excuse me. Night, April. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Glad to have you. Yeah, I agree, Blands. I could listen to Alicia long. I keep getting tongue-tied tonight. I gotta get a drink here. Hang on. April will hit that thumbs up. Trust me. She would not hit a thumbs up. She's a definite follower, like the rest of you. Hardcore. You're on Twitter? Okay. Oh, stop. No, don't. We love you, Alicia. We love your videos, your summer kitchen. What are we going to do in the winter when you're in the winter? Are you going to have a winter kitchen also? Because I really like that summer kitchen. I love it. Oh, I know, Blands. Oh, my gosh. We have more IG followers than YouTube, too. YouTube takes commitment. I think that's the big issue. LG Homestead is my Instagram. Good. I'll look you up. I'll make sure that we follow you and check you out. We love Instagram. We have Facebook, but our Facebook page works a little differently because it's a business page. So it's really hard for me to get in there and like things because it puts it under my husband's name. So I'm trying to just keep that for business. But we do Instagram and we do YouTube. Seriously, at Country Mama Musings, Hobby Farm is so soothing. I love her stories, and I imagine myself hanging out in the summer kitchen with her. No kidding. No kidding. Nancy, you're the same way. More IG than YouTube. Yeah, it seems to be a thing. I don't know. Alicia said I've canned out there in the kitchen as it snows. Jim puts on 50s music, and we dance while the pressure canner is heating up. Love it. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. Good night, Donna. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Congrats on the new grandbaby. We'll be looking forward to watching for that in the next several months. Oh, Lisa Kolovi, you're so sweet. I love watching your stories on Facebook. Yeah, I try to keep it interesting. You know what I mean? I think it's important to just keep everybody up to date. I think that's pretty exciting. So we got pork chop. We have a pork roast on the smoker tonight. Haven't had dinner yet. That'll be coming soon after this. And the pork roast is on the smoker as we speak. I only started our Facebook page years ago to show my family what we were doing here in Texas. Most of my family is in Maryland still. Very exciting. Very cool. Good night, Elf Family Gardening. Thank you for being here. Yeah, LG, we're the same way. I just don't do a lot with Facebook. I use it as a business page. I use it for eggs and stuff like that. I use it just to post some stuff on because I know some people just are on Facebook. So I try to do that, but I really like Instagram's platform. I really like the community on Instagram, so I tend to stick with that. I don't do Twitter, and then we do YouTube. So we try to do that. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know this amazing community, right? So I wanted to tell you guys that, a lot of people who have had a lot more followers than us have done things for us. And so I wanted to do a shout out and return a favor to other channels that are up and coming. So We ended up doing LG, excuse me, not LG, I apologize. LG's way ahead of me. We ended up doing DB Acres Homestead, and I did a video on that. I want you to go check out Dawn's and her family's channel. They are awesome. Family of 5, homeschooling, ducks, chickens. I love when she says, we're building a barn dominium. And so they're building their home one step at a time. And I think that's just really, really awesome. So go check out her channel and please tell her we sent you. Dawn has really been an amazing friend to us. So please check out their family channel. They're a very, very beautiful family of faith. And I love that they're homeschooling their kids and doing all this stuff and just living the family life, which is so important. So it's DB Acres Homestead. I put out a video today, so you should be able to find the link in the description, LG. Hi, this is Dawn's daughter here, Lily. I'm loving the video. Thanks for the awesome shout outs to us. See that? Her daughter is on here. How amazing. Lily, Lily loves her ducks. And I love watching all the pictures of the family. And I had asked Dawn to send me a quick little video that talked about their channel so I could edit it in and put it up there. And Dawn sends me this beautiful video of their homestead. And I just have their channel, and it was just amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we can see it. Thank you so much. You guys are doing awesome. I appreciate you guys. Before I forget, I'm going to post this on Instagram, but before I forget, next week's the 25th, right? I have to make sure. Next Friday, I will not be doing a live because I have to work late. So I won't be home until 9 o'clock. So I won't have a live next Friday. I may do an impromptu at some point during the week, but unfortunately no Friday Night Live next week. But I'll post on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And then the following week we'll have one. So if the mods are interested in coming back, I'd love to have them, but it's up to them. I know they have a life. Whenever they're available, I appreciate it. Alicia's got to go put Mr. Turkey to bed. Daz, oh sorry, just at Country Mama Musings. Busy busting my chops. Yeah, they can all see it. So yeah, so I think right now, like I said, I mean, we're working on Lisa Colovi. Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm sorry, Lisa. You'll be okay. I'll be back next week. My duck's name is Mal. He just got his green head, Lily. Thanks, Lily. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, so we're just we're working on looking around the area, paying some things down, get the house paid off and all that stuff, and that's what our focus is right now, to have all that done. And getting all the structure built up for our farm so that way we'll be able to work towards retirement early. I'm over 50, Ryan's under 50, so it's kind of a stretch, but for me, I think I'm closer to retirement than him, so I think it's fair that I retire first. What do you think? Everybody comment and tell him that. Now, like in Descendants. Huh. Cool. And yes, Lisa Colovi, you'll be all right. Bland's is good for them. Next weekend, they'll be baking cakes for my kids, so that's perfect. Yes. Lori said fair. Thanks, Lori. We're going to have to tell them that, But yeah, so it's getting I'm going to move the laptop a little because it's getting a little dark. As you can tell, I still have my laundry out. Try to hang it out there. But yeah, that's what we got going on. And I don't know, I'm running out of stuff to say today. Am I boring you guys or what? No, I think it was fun. I enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed talking to you guys. It's been awesome. I know. A pig farmer. I like that. Yeah, I call it a stay-at-home pig mom. I want to be a stay-at-home pig mom. Oh, Daz, I was just kidding. I'm really growing clothes. I told you. I'm growing male and female attire and casual and business attire. That's what that is. That's my garden of clothing. Yeah, Lori, we're glad to have you here. Your channel is so awesome too. Guys, throw up Lori's link. Make sure you do that. Got some really great channels in here. It's just so amazing. Yes, we are growing rocks. You see the rocks behind us? The really cool thing about those rocks is our property is actually at the bottom of those rocks on the other side. You think our backyard has that steep drop off? That is totally steep back there. I mean, you can't even scale it. Well, you could if you're ambitious, not like me. Brian, let Lisa retire and you can still cook for her when you come home. Yeah. Love you, Lisa. You're awesome. LG Homestead had a live and they I was just thinking of it because I was in there when I watched it, and they had a live where people came in and did like a love fest. They totally raided her live from another channel, and they were telling her to stay on until she was over 300 subscribers. And I think, gosh, she went up really high, right, Lori? You went from like 2 something to well over 300, I think. That was awesome. Never beat Daz's fast fingers. Let's talk about Daz's logo. Daz posted his logo on Instagram, and I am so jealous. It's an awesome logo. It's exactly what I've been looking for. Not the same thing, obviously, but what I say is it's like it's got a picture of Daz, and it's like a silhouette of his face. And I want the same of our Yogi to put in our logo. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I have no clue. So I really want to do that. So maybe I'm going to have to beg Daz to help me. You lost a lot of them that night, Lori? Oh, that's the tube for you. It's like every time I go on the Watch and Grows, I go there and I gain so many subs and then I lose them the next day. It's so frustrating. They get kicked off so quick. Some people come back, which is really cool, but we'll see. You know what? We're all working towards a dream. We're all working towards our goals. And, it takes a little while. So, oh, Daz, you're so sweet. Thank you. I will. Yeah, I'm going to take a look. I'll get it together. I wanted to keep it something simple because I want to have t-shirts made up, and I want to have, other merchandise made up because I want to start doing that, because when we hit 500, we're doing a giveaway. So spread the love about our channel because we want to do a giveaway. We want to give away merch. We want to start selling merch. Trying to figure out how to do that. Oh, Daz, thank you. You're only going to charge me $2,000 since you like me. Yeah, Daz. Everybody go check out Daz's channel. I love it. Dawn, the deal about losing followers. Let's see. Do I have another hour? No, I'm kidding. So I guess YouTube has, for lack of a better term, they go through everything, and if they see too much, basically what they're doing is they're screening for people who are doing sub for sub, which is, not allowed. They also go through and they think that you're a bot if you don't comment or like the videos. So what I've heard is that if you watch 2 videos all the way through and you like and comment on them, your subscription will stay. Don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. So we'll see. A lot of the people who go to the Watch and Grow on Tuesday night with Ridge Life, they end up watching a video. They watch something quick. They like it. They comment. And we always say, oh, that's the way to keep it. But I've heard it's actually 2 videos to keep it. I find that sometimes they come back. The majority of the time they don't. And so I get Lori's frustration at LG, because, yeah, they're there and then they're gone the next day. And And I know we're not supposed to focus on it. I know. But, you know, when you're when you're trying to build up to something and work towards revenue, you kind of get antsy, you know? All right, I'll speak for myself. I get antsy. Oh my God, I cannot stand the cuteness. Senior and several frog have a baby in the hanging petunia planter. Alicia, you better post that on Instagram so I can see it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. Well, I don't want to keep y'all. I am exhausted. My voice is getting hoarse. But I just want to say we really, really appreciate all of you from the bottom of our hearts for supporting us. And we just love you all. You guys have been amazing. There's 10 of you still hanging out in here. And I just thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I want that 1,000 now because I heard that you don't exist to YouTube. Yes, Dawn, thank you. Good night. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want you to know we really appreciate all of you. And we just hope everybody has a great weekend and a great night. And thank you again. Take care, everybody. Thanks, moderators. Bye, y'all. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.